Picture this. You're sitting in a therapist's office, pouring your heart out week after week, but nothing changes. You're stuck in the same patterns, the same conflicts, the same misery. Why? Here's a harsh truth that might just flip your world upside down. Being in therapy doesn't actually help people who lack the self-awareness required to see the role they play in their own problems. No therapist, no matter how skilled, can help a person see what they're not willing to see. This revelation isn't just a game changer, it's a life changer. But don't click away just yet. This video isn't about bashing therapy or those struggling to make progress. It's about unveiling the hidden key to unlocking real, transformative change in your life. Let's start by breaking down what self-awareness really means in the context of therapy. It's not just about knowing yourself or being able to articulate your feelings. It's about recognizing your own patterns, understanding your reactions, and most importantly, acknowledging your role in the situations you find yourself in. Think of it like this. Your life is a movie, and you're not just the star. You're also the director, the scriptwriter, and the producer. Self-awareness is about realizing that you have control over all these roles, not just the actor reading the lines. But many people enter therapy thinking they're the victims of their circumstances. They believe their unhappiness, their conflicts, their failures are all due to external factors. It's their partner's fault, their boss's fault, their parents' fault. It's bad karma or a challenging horoscope. And sure, external factors do play a role, but, and this is the challenge, they're rarely the whole story. The harsh truth is that we often contribute to our own problems in ways we don't even realize. We might be sending mixed signals in our relationships, sabotaging our own success at work, or repeating harmful patterns we learned in childhood. But without the self-awareness to recognize these behaviors, we're stuck in an endless loop of blame and victimhood. Now, you might be thinking, but isn't that what therapy is for? To help me see these things? And you're partially right. A good therapist can guide you towards these realizations. They can ask the right questions, point out patterns, and provide tools for self-reflection. But they can't force you to see what you're not ready to see. This is why some people can spend years in therapy without making significant progress. They're showing up, they're talking, but they're not really doing the hard work of self-examination. They're not willing to confront the uncomfortable truths about themselves and their behaviors. So what's the solution? How do we develop this crucial self-awareness? It starts with a willingness to be brutally honest with yourself, and I mean brutal. You need to be ready to confront your own flaws, your own self-sabotage, your own harmful patterns. This isn't about self-blame or beating yourself up. It's about taking responsibility for your life and your choices. Try this exercise. Think of a recurring problem in your life. Maybe it's a series of failed relationships, conflicts at work, or ongoing family drama. Now, instead of focusing on what others did wrong, ask yourself, what was my role in this? How did my actions or reactions contribute to the situation? Be specific and be honest. It might be uncomfortable, but that discomfort is the first step towards real change. Another powerful tool for developing self-awareness is feedback. And I don't mean the sugar-coated kind. Seek out honest feedback from people you trust. Friends, family members, mentors. Ask them to tell you not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. What patterns do they see in your behavior? What blind spots do you have? It might sting, but it's invaluable information. Now let's talk about resistance. Because even as I'm saying this, some of you are probably feeling a strong urge to disagree, to defend yourself, to insist that your problems really are all because of others. That resistance? That's your ego trying to protect you from uncomfortable truths. Recognize it for what it is and try to push past it. Remember, acknowledging your role in your problems isn't about blame. It's about empowerment. Because here's the liberating truth. If you play a role in creating your problems, it means you also have the power to solve them. You're not at the mercy of others or circumstances. You have agency. You have control. But let's be real. This isn't easy. Developing self-awareness can be a painful process. You might uncover truths about yourself that are hard to face. You might have to confront past traumas or deep-seated fears. This is where therapy can be incredibly valuable. Not to do the work for you, but to support you as you do the work yourself. A skilled therapist can provide a safe space for this self-exploration. They can offer tools and techniques to help you dig deeper. They can challenge your assumptions and help you see things from new perspectives. Now, you might be wondering, if self-awareness is so crucial, why don't therapists just tell their clients this up front? Well, some do. But here's another harsh truth. Telling someone they lack self-awareness often backfires. It can make people defensive, causing them to shut down rather than open up. That's why skilled therapists often take a more indirect approach, gradually guiding their clients towards these realizations. But you, armed with this knowledge, have a head start. You can enter therapy or continue your current therapy with a new mindset. Instead of waiting for the therapist to fix you, approach each session as an opportunity for self-discovery. Ask yourself, what can I learn about myself today? What patterns can I uncover? What responsibility can I take for my situation? This proactive approach can supercharge your therapy. It can turn those sessions from a passive experience of venting and receiving advice into a dynamic process of self-exploration and growth. And the progress you make, it can be astounding. But what if you're not in therapy? Can you still develop this crucial self-awareness? Absolutely. Self-reflection practices like journaling, meditation, and mindfulness can be powerful tools. The key is to approach these practices with an attitude of curiosity and honesty. Don't just go through the motions, really dig deep. Question your assumptions, challenge your narratives. Here's a powerful journaling exercise. At the end of each day, write down 3 things that didn't go well. But instead of focusing on what others did wrong, focus on your own role. What could you have done differently? How did your actions or reactions contribute to the outcome? Over time, you'll start to see patterns emerging, patterns that you have the power to change. Now, developing self-awareness doesn't mean you'll never have problems again. Life will always have challenges, but with greater self-awareness, you'll be better equipped to handle those challenges. You'll be able to respond rather than react, to make conscious choices rather than falling into old patterns. Think of self-awareness as a superpower. It allows you to see situations more clearly, to understand your own motivations and behaviors, and to make better decisions. It's like having a bird's eye view of your life, seeing all the interconnections and patterns that were previously hidden. But here's the thing about superpowers. They come with responsibility. As you become more self-aware, you'll likely start to see how your actions affect others in ways you never realized before. This can be uncomfortable. You might have to confront the ways you've hurt people or contributed to conflicts. But remember, this awareness isn't about beating yourself up. It's about doing better moving forward. This journey towards self-awareness can also lead to greater empathy. As you become more attuned to your own inner workings, you'll likely become more understanding of others. You'll start to see that everyone is fighting their own battles, dealing with their own lack of self-awareness. This understanding can transform your relationships, leading to deeper connections and more meaningful interactions. So, where do you go from here? How do you start this journey towards greater self-awareness? Start small. Set aside time each day for self-reflection. Ask yourself tough questions. Be willing to sit with uncomfortable truths. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Developing self-awareness is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. We're all human, all flawed, all learning and growing. The goal is progress, to become a little more aware, a little more responsible, a little more in control of your life each day. And as you do, you'll likely find that your life begins to change in ways you never thought possible. In conclusion, therapy can be an incredibly powerful tool for personal growth and healing, but its effectiveness depends largely on you, on your willingness to look inward, to challenge your own assumptions, to take responsibility for your life. No therapist can do that work for you. But with commitment, courage, and yes, self-awareness, you can unlock the true transformative power of therapy and of your own potential. So if this video resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on personal growth and mental health. Share it with someone who might benefit from this perspective. And drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about your experiences with therapy and self-awareness. Let's support each other in this crucial work of becoming more self-aware, more responsible, and ultimately more fulfilled. Until next time, keep reflecting, keep growing, and keep pushing towards the best version of yourself. This is Ayla, signing off.